We're in the midst of a cost of living crisis that's going to bite harder and harder as the months go by. And some of us, possibly you watching this video right now, in a few months' time, might not have enough money to feed yourself. What would you do? Well, I'm here almost in the shadows of St James's Park in the Helix sector of Newcastle, which used to be the home of Scottish and Newcastle breweries, at the People's Kitchen, where they do some amazing work, where they feed around 250 people every day who are either desperately poor or homeless. They do some amazing work. Make sure you watch this video till the very end, because I've got some really important information to share. But anyway, there's a lady in there called Maggie Pavlo. She's going to show us around and explain exactly what this place is all about. Let's check it out. Oh, thanks for inviting us in, Maggie. I've often seen this place from the outside. I knew, it's a People's Kitchen. You obviously feed people, but I never realised how big this place is. What exactly is the People's Kitchen and what are its main objectives?
Okay, it's a fabulous building, which we own, which is great. We do feed people. That is one of the core objectives. We feed about, we do about 200, 250 meals a day. Every day, 365 days of the year. So it's busy for food. But it's also, it's a bit of a sanctuary. People can come here, they can come and use our little library, they can come and get a shower, they can get a change of clothing, they can talk to our welfare volunteers, and we try and help get them housed, or we try and get them, maybe it's a bank account, or it's just some paperwork that they might need, or a doctor's appointment. And we listen to people, so we sit down and talk to them, and a lot of people come here and they just come to sit and chat and have a cup of tea and just be safe. We're a non-judgmental charity, which is really easy to say and really difficult to do, but we take drink and drugs off people before they come in, and we just look after it for them, and they can have it when they go back out, but just not in here. And everybody's all of our friends are really respectful of how we operate. We run exclusively on volunteers, so we've got over 300 volunteers. Not one single person gets paid, and that sort of sits well with the friends and sits well with, I think, the rest of the community. But it is a fabulous place to volunteer, but it's a really nice place for our friends to come to.
So I think you refer to the people who come in here as friends.
We do.
So what sort of friends would come through that door and get your support?
Well, anybody can rock up. You could rock up. Anybody at all that is prepared to come through this door, we will feed, talk to, give a cup of coffee to. By and large, the age range is adult only, so it tends to be obviously over 18. But we have lots of young people. We have lots of people that have been coming for a long time. We have a couple of generations of the same family. It is mainly men, but probably about 70% male. But we cater for each and everybody that comes through the door.
What about those who have particular needs, for example, mental health issues, or going through some sort of crisis, or even domestic abuse?
Yeah, well, we will listen and talk to anybody, but we are, we can only do so much. So we have our normal volunteers who are in the red t-shirts that you see there. We have team leaders in blue t-shirts, but the people that wear the green t-shirts are what we call our welfare volunteers, and they will spend time individually with friends, really more time just trying to help them with maybe particular issues. But it's really, we're about signposting. We work with lots of other really good agencies in the city and out with who are better served to help. We know we're a bit of a sticking plaster. We're not solving homelessness, we're not solving the food crisis. We're just trying to make people feel lighter when they leave than when they come in. And if we can signpost them to the right place, that works really well for our friends. One of the other things that we do on an evening is that a lot of the agencies will come in to us because the friends are comfortable being here. So we'll have, maybe the needle exchange will be here, or plumber court nurses come here and they'll maybe attend to a dressing, and we have a hairdresser that comes, and the barber comes, because the friends they trust us, whereas they may not go somewhere else, so they're happy to come here.
Now we're going through a cost of living crisis at the minute that's only going to get worse and bite really hard.
Yes.
Do you expect you to see more friends come through these doors?
Yeah, we have seen a lot more. Post-COVID, the numbers have nearly doubled in terms of the people that we're feeding, and what we have seen is that there's a lot more people coming through that have just fallen on hard times. Some people come with their lanyards on from work, and they're coming because they're working, but they just can't make ends meet. We still give out food parcels, but we are really careful what we put in them now, because we used to put things in there that some people that had accommodation of one form or another, but they could go and make a meal with. and some feedback was that we can't afford to put the oven on to cook it. So now we try and make sure that we have a corner shop where they can take what they can do something with to eat.
Yeah, and of course we're coming up to Christmas. Winter's going to bite as well. You're running some sort of initiative called Feed a Friend for a Fiver.
We are indeed.
What's all that about?
Okay, Feed a Friend for a Fiver. It's our one and only fundraising campaign. We do one a year. We're quite a difficult charity to fundraise for. It's not always an easy gig. It's not always an easy ask. And this year, especially, everybody's stretched. But for £5, we can cover the cost of providing a Christmas dinner, 3-course hot Christmas dinner to a friend. And so we open our doors on Christmas Day. We have over 100 people in here, and the volunteers come in here and we just give them a fantastic experience. And so anything that we get, so we cover the cost of that, and then anything that we get over and above that we use towards providing more food throughout the year. So it is a big ask. We ask if people can donate a £5. If they can donate more, even better, but a £5 would be really, really appreciated.
And how do people go about donating?
Oh, they can. I should have the number. They can text to.
I'll put the number on the screen. Don't worry.
They can text to donate direct. But there's on our website they can donate by just giving, in which case we even get the gift aid, so that's even better. And over the next couple of weeks, you should see lots of adverts on Facebook, Instagram, all over social media that sort of explains what it is that we would actually do with that money. But because we're all volunteers, every single penny goes towards contributing towards food for the friends. Hi. We do know it's really tough for everybody, but just imagine that you don't have a home to go to, or you don't have somewhere that you can call your own, and it's tough. They have it even tougher. So if there was anything at all you can do in terms of contributing towards a Feed a Friend for a £5 campaign, we would be super grateful. Thank you.
What an impassioned plea from Maggie there. Please, please, if you can, I know times are desperately hard, if you can donate some money, anything, to this worthy charity. I'll leave the information on the screen somewhere. I'll leave a link in the description. If you can afford a £5 so they can feed a friend for Christmas, brilliant. If it's more, even better. But I just want to let you know that the proceeds I'm going to get from this video are going to go back into this particular charity. But also as well, there's going to be a charity walking football competition on the evening of Monday the 14th of November with 4 or 5 teams. One's going to be Last Legs, run by Dave Noble. We're going to have 1 or 2 teams made up of the volunteers who work here, but also as well I'm organising a YouTube channel, Walking Football Side, which includes some of your favourite YouTube channels like Newcastle Fans TV, the Magpie channel, I think Adam Pearson's coming along, and 1 or 2 others. So if you want to get a notification when that video is out, and of course we're going to be raising money from that particular competition as well, don't forget to subscribe. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you found it insightful and informative. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Until next time, catch you later.